Hi, this is Joe from powerofattorneyform.com, and today we're going to go over the four main Kentucky power of attorney forms. Now, if you don't know what power of attorney is, it's basically just a legal form that allows you to select anyone that you want to act for you for either financial or medical decision making or acts. It's most commonly a trusting person, but it can be anyone of your choice. Now getting started, we're going to start right over on the left over here. The Kentucky Durable Power of Attorney form allows someone to act on another's behalf for any and all financial powers legal in the state of Kentucky. And what makes this form so popular and so common is that it is valid if the principal becomes incapacitated or told by a licensed medical physician that they can no longer make decisions with a clear mind. What this basically means is this is very popular, especially among the baby boomers, because as they get older, they start to develop unfortunate things like dementia and Alzheimer's and all these awful things that make it so that they just simply can't handle the financial obligations that they've had their entire life. Just simple things like paying bills and like their mortgage. And this form allows them so that if something where they just can't do it anymore should happen, they could select somebody to write the checks and pay all these financial obligations on their behalf. But this form can be used for anything. Not just that, that's just the most common. This form can be used for even if you're young in your 20s and you want someone else, if you're going out of the country, you want someone else to handle all your financial obligations, someone can do it with this form. But what you'll most often see with this form is someone will oftentimes get the Kentucky Medical Power of Attorney form as well. And this is basically, it's self-explanatory. It allows someone else to do healthcare decisions on their behalf. So they can handle things like treatment decisions, medical facility decisions, and only if specifically instructed, the right to end medical treatment. If they're a vegetable and they have no way of coming back. But again, you have to specifically write that in your power of attorney form, that the person has the right to do that. So these two forms complement each other. They're great if you are a serviceman, you're about to head off, or if you're a baby boomer and you just don't know. But moving along to the right, I'm sorry, I keep saying the second time I've said that. The Kentucky General Power of Attorney form is the same exact thing as the durable, except for the fact that this form becomes void if the principal becomes incapacitated. So this form is really good if you have a business partner, if you have, say you have an accountant that handles all your business fees and expenses, and they need to have access, but if in the case you were to become incapacitated, you wouldn't want them to still have that power, then the general form is really good for that and it meets that need. But if you are going to be in that baby boomer situation or headed overseas, you really want to get this durable form. And then moving along to the right, the Kentucky Limited Power of Attorney form is a really great form. I use this every year around tax time because it allows you to give somebody very specific financial power. For example, I give my accountant very specific financial power to file my taxes every year. But it could be for anything. If you want someone to pick up a car for you, if you want somebody to get your mail at your P.O. box or receive mail, certified mail, anything. So this is a really good form if you're just using it for everyday use and you want someone to do some things for you, but there's other things that you don't want them to have power for. This limited power of attorney form is really useful. Now, for all four of these forms, you're going to need to get these notarized. Now, if you don't know what a notary is, don't worry. Just go to your branch bank, and you and the person that you select, and you'll be able to get it notarized. And if you go to the bank, there'll be a person there. If you have an account at the bank, it could be any branch bank in the United States. They all have notaries. And what you do is, if you don't have an account there, they'll charge you maybe $8 to $10. But if you do have an account there, most of the time they do it for free. I know Bank of America, they charge, I think I said before, $8 to $10. It's not that much, but it's just that's the best place I would suggest to have this notarized. Another helpful tip: if you did sign a medical power of attorney form, I would definitely give a copy to my primary care physician, just so that if anything should happen to me, my doctor knows exactly who to talk to as far as handling my condition. So that's it. These are the 4 Kentucky power of attorney forms.